Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster. How does this game still hold up going on 6 months? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, and this is just us talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Because if you remember, a lot of people said that this is one of the most stupidest remasters that Sony has literally ever done. And personally, I don't honestly think it is the worst remaster of all time, but more in fact, I would say this is probably some of the best remaster in a recent game. Now, this game, it originally launched on the PlayStation 4 back in 2017. And that version honestly still holds up incredibly well and still looks insanely good, even if you're playing it on a base PS4. But playing the PlayStation 4 version on a PlayStation 5, you get an uncapped frame rate of 60 frames a second, whereas if you play it on a PlayStation 4 or even a PlayStation 4 Pro, it is still only capped out at 30 frames a second. But on the other hand, this remaster was just released at the end of 2024. And if you already own this game, even if it's the standard edition or the complete edition with all the DLC, such as the Frozen Wilds DLC and whatnot, it basically was only going to cost you $10, whether if you own a physical version of the game or you pretty much own the digital version of Horizon Zero Dawn. It was just simply going to charge you only $10 to upgrade. And my, oh my, was this honestly worth it? And if you have a PlayStation 5 Pro, well, let's just say you're going to get the best experience playing on the Performance Pro mode, which is basically, the FSR on the performance mode from the base PS5 that's going to help the image quality look a bit more cleaner. Now, I personally have, ran through the 3 different modes of Performance Pro, Balance Pro, and such as Resolution Pro, and I literally just hardly see any signs of a difference. So, in my perspective, the best, place to play is going to be in the Performance Pro mode. So, if you have a PlayStation 5 Pro, your best choice is to play in Performance Pro mode. Now, if you want to play in Balance Pro mode, so even if you can find the finer details and also still get somewhat of a steady, more, smoother frame rate, then I would honestly go for that. But when it comes to like the resolution mode, I mean, you're really going to not hardly tell a difference if you have a PlayStation 5 Pro, whereas if you are on a base PS5, you more likely are going to tell somewhat of a noticeable difference in terms of clarity on 3 of the different modes. But however, on the PlayStation 5 Pro, honestly, there's just really not that much different in terms of the 3 graphical modes. So my best bet is to play on the Performance Pro mode. So honestly, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, it's definitely a lot more has been put into this than what I initially thought. Like, they done a lot more than I thought that this game was going to be. Like, I knew that it was going to be a step up from the original PlayStation 4 version, but my oh my, I did not expect it to look this good and to be this amount of detail put into the game. Like, I essentially thought it was just going to be somewhat of a cleaner looking version of the PlayStation 4 version that was going to look cleaner, but also have performance benefits. But in this version, I mean, you could clearly tell that there is a lot more grass detail, and the grass is actually a lot more realistic and so much more cleaner than what it looked on the original PlayStation 4 version. So, for $10 of an upgrade for if you already own the PS4 version, honestly, it's still honestly worth it 6 months later. So if you were debating on getting this version, and if you're wondering if the $10 was worth it, honestly, there's no better remaster worth $10 of upgrading for than this game. And a lot of people were saying that this was a stupid, pointless remaster of a game. And honestly, it's truthfully not. Honestly, this is definitely one of the best remaster games. Honestly, I'd say this is better than The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. But then again, The Last of Us Part 2 has been out not as long as Horizon Zero Dawn was. So in reality, honestly, this is definitely one of the best remasters that Sony has ever brought from the PlayStation 4 generation on the PlayStation 5. So, yes, if you was wondering if the $10 worthly upgrade was worth it on here, yes, definitely get the PlayStation 5 version, because even if you don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro, the PlayStation 5 version of Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster is still going to look 10 times better than the original PS4 version. So, yeah. So this is going to pretty much wrap it up for a, quick review of Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Hit that like button if you enjoy this content, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and leave us a comment down in the comment section down below of your thoughts if you picked up the $10 upgrade for the remastered version of Horizon Zero Dawn for your PS5, and how is your experience with it, or are you simply somebody that still plays the PlayStation 4 version on either a PlayStation 4 or your PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro? Let us know in the comment section down below of your thoughts. But tech and gaming reviews, rate, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.